Here we go, everybody. What's up for bridges and beaches? My beaches.
My bridges.
What's going on, everybody? I just got back from playing golf.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can see you did not wear your sunscreen, Jordan.
I very much wore my sunscreen, but this is what we call a high noon face.
High noon face.
So I partook in several high noons, and including John Daly's new vodka seltzer. Very good.
There we go. Oh, so that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. I love that we matched your hat
with
my shirt.
White guy glow.
Okay, white guy glow. Good. It matches your shirt, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, the shirt is definitely helping the rosacea.
For sure. How's it going? How's your week?
It was good. So it was a busy week. We did, for my day job, we had our Directors Plus gathering. We do it twice a year. We do one in January and one in July. So all the executives get together. We go over the numbers for the first half of the year. Talk about what the plan is for the second half of the year, because obviously, we're e-commerce, so it's busy the second half of the year. Set our goals, talk about our teams, do team building, team bonding, all those sorts of things. So
that's fun.
A lot of cocktails were had.
That's very good. And was golf today part of that week?
Normally it is. So we reserved the morning on Thursday to go golf, but everybody took flights back early, so I just took my team out.
Poor team. Yeah.
Yeah. And then one of the neighbors, it's gonna bear with me. So Lewis, my neighbor, the mayor, as we all know,
we know Lewis. Yep.
His wife's sister's boyfriend.
His wife, sister's boyfriend. All right. His soon-to-be brother-in-law, maybe, or
I mean, that's what they're hoping, but he's got to get down on that one knee one of these days.
What's his handicap?
He played enough today that he gets to park in a special spot now. Okay. That's his handicap.
That's good. Good enough.
No, he actually beat me. He actually beat me. My driver, which is usually that's my cheat code, is my driver. Today I could not get it going. So I played a course called Anaheim Hills, which is a muni down here, but it's a nicer course, but it is a very challenging course. It's short, but it's challenging. And this is the first time I played all 18, because last time I played it, I quit on 9 because I was so frustrated with the course. So I played all 18 today. Didn't do great. Shot a 105, which is not ideal.
I think the point in golf is you're drinking, you're with buddies. That's winning.
Yeah, and normally, when I play during the week, I normally don't drink, so I play a little better. But I had a busy week at work, so I wanted to relax and have a good time, and I got to have a good time. And then we're doing this, and then now I'm gonna do concerts in the park tonight.
Oh, that's right. That's fun. All right. So,
Buddy doesn't get to go to concerts in the park anymore
because he does not
get to go.
He acted out.
He's a handful.
Yeah, okay. I will say that I discovered with Sonny, my dog, that the more I get him accustomed to these things, the better he gets. So it's a rough 4, 3, 5 times, but then they're ignoring.
So second half he was doing better, but so I have the headphones for him that I put on because it's loud, and for whatever reason they had the sound cranked. Even the mayor looked over at me. He's like, "Is it really loud?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's piercingly loud." For whatever reason, the concert was ridiculously loud, and they were okay. They've been a band for 25 years. And I'm 25 years and
you should play better. Yeah.
Playing concerts in the park in Placentia.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, guys. But I mean, I'd like to take him because it's fun to have him there, but it's just I got to manage him. And he wants to see people, he wants to jump, then he's freaking out, and I didn't get to really enjoy my concert in the park. So now I would like to enjoy my concert in the park today.
Okay, Here's what we're going to do today, Jordan. Are you with me?
Oh, we're on an agenda? I thought this was what we were doing.
We have an agenda. No, we have an agenda.
Oh.
I have an agenda. You can ride along. Last week, we did the lesser-known New York landmarks, which was, I want to say, a shit show. I won.
Very popular. Very popular. Best episode ever. We didn't get canceled like Colbert.
Yeah. No, for now. Until YouTube is going to get shut down.
We just got to say the T word and then we're canceled.
Exactly. I pledge allegiance to whatever. Today, I have prepared a quiz about known and lesser known landmarks in the great state of Oregon.
Let's do it right now. Let's just start up with the quiz. Let's just go into the quiz.
We'll start with the quiz, but then I have some questions for you because, Jordan, today I want to learn who Jordan Harris is.
You want to learn about Oregon?
Yeah, about Oregon. And I don't care about your day job or what you do and these type of things. We're going to drill deep into who Jordan Harris is. Are you ready for that? It's going to be
I'm ready to be drilled deep.
Good. And I have some deep questions ready. So.
Okay,
But-
let's fucking go.
Yeah, the quiz. I don't know if I can't get it because I'm not from Oregon. But there we go. You
I'll
ready?
tell you if it's wrong. I'll tell you if ChatGPT lied to you.
No. I think it's a good quiz. I'm not sure if you'll get it. Do you want to do the quiz corner promo thing, starting stuff?
No.
You want to know that?
Just quiz me.
Just quiz. Okay.
Maybe I'll cut it in. Maybe
Okay.
not.
Quiz-
I'm gonna get fancier. I'm
quiz
gonna get
corner.
fancier with our editing
No,
soon.
That's fine.
Soon.
We
Now we're getting a few more listeners.
look,
so
no,
you
we
know,
have a few
I'm gonna
more.
get fancier.
I now have lighting. I have a nice camera. I have this new fancy microphone. So
The new
there
microphone.
we go.
Yeah.
We're ready to go and
I didn't
editing.
put my in-ears in today, so I hope there's no audio bleed because normally there is. But I'm watching the levels and we're looking pretty good because I really
can
don't
hear
want to
you
edit
fine.
that hard.
All right, ready. Question number 1.
Yep.
I said we're going deep. We're going deep. So the question is going deep. What is, Jordan, the deepest lake in the United States located?
Crater Lake.
Crater Lake. All right, there we go. Get it right. I mean, of course you got it right. All righty. So you have 1. There we go. 1. 1 is good.
1 is good.
1 is good. Question number 2. You ready?
Yep.
Salem, Oregon.
That's my hometown.
I know that.
That's where I'm from.
I know that. Is closest to which state park famous for its Trail of 10 Falls? I have
That's
multiple
Silver
choice.
Creek Falls.
Summer. What's that? Which?
Silver Creek Falls.
Silver Creek Falls.
Yep.
I mean, I have Silver Falls, but
Well, Silver Falls is what people call it in the world, but it's
I
Silver
see.
Creek Falls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to take the creek out of the middle, but the locals call it Silver Creek Falls.
Well, no one knows because no one is.
I have a fun story. So one time, so there's washouts in that park often, and right when I graduated high school,
what's washouts?
so it's 7 miles to do the loop to do all 10 falls. 7 miles. It's a long walk, and it's up and down. It ain't like a hike like that you do, like in California or Tennessee. It's like a hike.
A hike, yeah.
Like it's long, and there's like bridges and like stairs and stuff, but. Sometimes the trail washes out, so they close parts of the park. So the back half of the park was closed. This is in 2002, and one of my friends from high school, Emily, her and I snuck in there in the evening once into the restricted section, and it was super closed.
To play a cards game, I'm guessing.
We just wanted to,
Yeah.
swim around.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people around while we did that.
Yeah.
And we're jumping off the rocks in there, and I almost smacked the wall jumping off because I tried to run, and I misjudged it a little bit,
Yeah.
and I almost smacked the wall. But it was cool. We had a good time.
Sounds fun. All right.
So Silver Creek Falls, Silver Falls. Silver Falls
Side
State
story.
Park.
Side
Silver
story.
Falls State Park.
Silver
Is that what you're
Falls
saying?
State Park. It's Silver Falls State Park.
Right.
That's the correct answer.
Silver Creek Falls.
All right. Question number 3. You got 2 out of 2. For now.
All right.
Is an Oregonian, that's for sure.
I better get them all.
The iconic coastal monolith known as Haystack Rock is found in which Oregon
Cannon
town?
Beach.
What's that?
Cannon Beach.
That is the correct answer.
What?
Correct answer. Yeah,
That is the correct
it
answer.
is.
Okay.
It is. After this, I will tell you the prompt I used, and we'll see how perplexity.
These are good though. These are pretty good.
Yeah.
These are pretty good.
I mean, you are
Silver
local.
Falls is a pretty gnarly one. That's a pretty gnarly one.
Alrighty. Which Oregon attraction is known as the largest sea cave in the world, home to a colony of wild sea lions? And I have options for you.
Sea Lion Caves.
Sea lion caves. That
Yes.
is the correct and obvious answer.
We're very literal in Oregon.
I'll have you know that this is a multiple choice quiz, but you just know.
Oh, it is.
You just know.
So I could. So if I don't got one, I can.
You can ask. You can
I
ask.
can
for
hear
the
my
options.
choices.
You can ask
Got
for
it.
the options. Question number 5. Which historic site near Astoria makes the winter encampment of Lewis and Clark in 1805 to 1806? You want the op-
Clatsop. Give me the multiple choice.
if your answer is Fort Clatsop,
Yes.
that's the correct answer.
Is it okay? Oh, then.
Getting there.
I only went there once. I've only ever been there once, and it was not impressive.
I'm
was like-
sensing that next week is going to be about Israel landmarks, and we'll see how good I do.
Oh yeah. Where did they kill Jesus Christ?
Where did they not? Okay.
Everywhere.
He resurrected, so we had plenty more
Yeah,
options.
he's good. He's good to go.
There we go. Question number 6. The Columbia River George is renowned for...
Gorge.
Gorge. I'm sorry,
Gorge.
that's true. It is Gorge. It doesn't have a G, E. Yeah, Gorge. Is renowned for which of the following waterfalls? The second tallest year-round waterfall in the U.S. You need options.
But Multnomah Falls?
Multnomah Falls. It's one of the options, and it is the right one. There we go.
Oh, fucking A. I'm nailing
I
this.
think it. Yes, I will. Yeah, I mean, already.
God, I haven't lived in Oregon in almost 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess
still-
some things stick around. Question number 7. Oregon's Ghost Forest, featuring ancient petrified tree stumps visible at low tide, can be found near
I'm going to need multiple choice on this one. This one
A.
is
Pacific City, B. Cape Kiwanda, C. Manzanita, or D. Neskowin.
First of all, those are all awesome cities
There we go.
on the coast. Pacific City and Neskowin are very close together. I don't know the answer to this one. I'm going to say Cape Kiwanda just to say it.
That is the wrong answer. Neskowin was the right answer. So
Neskowin?
Neskowin.
Interesting.
6 out of
I
7.
only ever make it as far as Pacific City, and sometimes I'll go up to Tillamook. But Pacific City has a really cool.
So that's North Oregon, like
animal.
almost Washington State, basically, coastline?
No. They're like in the middle.
Okay.
They're in the middle. So my parents own property in Lincoln City, which I love Lincoln City on the coast because they call it the coast here. They don't call it the beach. They call it the coast.
Yeah, because there's no beaches.
I love
in
Lincoln
the-
City
in the-
because it's a working class city that has tourists come through. So like you can still get like cool dive bars.
Oh, nice.
And normal people. It's not like just rich people. Like Cannon Beach, where the Haystack Rock was, that you talked about earlier, is like all the Portland people. So it's all like the little yuppies come in there.
Oh, yeah.
When Lincoln City's a little more blue collar of an area, and I have a better time there. And my parents have a place up on the Siletz River there that I'd very much like to have because CNBC's projection of global warming by 2050, that one single area will be unaffected by global warming.
That's the one
so I'd like
area.
to have that
That's the
property.
one area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm actually Neskowin. Funny enough, the neighbor Jacob just down the street, he spent the last 2 months up in Oregon. And he's a real estate agent, and he sent me some property listings in Neskowin for a couple of acres that are fairly cheap, but there's no structures. I want structure.
Now we all know, us and the listeners, that Ghost Forest is near Neskowin.
Is in Neskowin.
Yeah,
So maybe I could put that on my Airbnb listing.
there we go. Yes, it's next to the question I got wrong on the 4th or 5th episode. 5th, which is it? Whatever. Question 8: which Oregon desert is famous for its playa, remote location, and stargazing opportunities?
Okay, I'm gonna need with the high desert, but like, what do you need for the?
So
what are the multiple
it
choices?
could be A. Steens Mountain Wilderness, B. Alvord Desert, C. Oregon Dunes, or D. Christmas Valley Sand Dunes.
What was the first two?
Steens Mountain Wilderness.
That one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, but yes.
Okay, so you got it wrong because it's Alvord Desert.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I will
didn't
say
know
that the
I
similar.
don't spend time over in
That's your-
Eastern Oregon. But I don't remember desert being in the answer, so I probably would
Yeah,
have picked that one.
exactly. That's what happened to me last week. All right. Question number 9. You have now. Well, first of all, you already got 6 right. So 6 currently out of 8. You win. Question is,
I love it.
how much of a win you're gonna get?
I want to win all of it.
The town of, well, you already lost 2. So, but the town of Tillamook is most famous
Yep.
for
Cheese factory.
cheese production. That is correct.
They used to have they had 2 hangars there that had like the blimps, you know, like when the
Yeah,
when, Army was doing the old dirigible thing back in World War II, and like you used to be able to. They turned one into like a big air museum, and you could go in there, and it was crazy. It was huge, like those big. They had a couple in Tustin too, but I don't think you can go in there anymore because of asbestos.
Asbestos.
Yeah, it only just kills a bunch of people.
I have to say, Jordan, I've known you for a while. You keep talking about how much you, I don't want to say hate Oregon, but maybe dislike the state. But it seems like you have some sense of pride
So,
to those places.
When we're done with this, let's talk about
All
it
right,
for a minute.
We will talk about it because I have some follow-up questions outside of the quiz about you. So, yeah. Alrighty. This is the final question. You're currently 7 out of 9. If you're going to score this one, it's going to be the highest score ever ever achieved
The best scores, the best ratings.
on Beaches and Bridges podcast of 8. No one got 8 before. Which peculiar Oregon landmark is renowned for its supposed gravitational anomalies and optical illusions?
But the mystery spot?
Mystery spot is not one of the answers.
Okay, what are the options here?
A, the Enchanted Forest. B,
That's a theme park.
D, Wright Observatory. C, the Oregon Vortex. Or D, Witch's Castle.
It's the vortex thing.
It is the Vortex.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jordan. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's like you could stand a broom up on its thing. I thought I get that confused with the mystery spot. I think the mystery spot thing's in California though. So
It doesn't matter. You got 8 out of 10, Jordan.
I love
Good
it.
job. Good
I
job.
love that for me. Love it.
This is extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Very, very
Where's
good.
the Epstein
Jordan.
list?
Very good. All right. Let me ask you. I'll go straight ahead. We said we're gonna go deep. I'm just gonna ask you the question I've prepared. Are you ready? I want you, Jordan, to go back to your Oregon days, and if you can share with me and our audience, the 1,000 viewers or whatever we have per episode, a childhood
Million.
memory that you feel shaped who you are today.
Shaped who I am today.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can answer that in like a single memory, but one of the things is I have a stepfather that Jimmy that joined the family when I was 3 years old, and he used to be. I mean, like most people are when they have stepchildren, like a little short-tempered with the child that isn't his child. But one thing that I always remember is he got his ass up and went to work every day, like no matter what. And he had to go to work early, and he was a landscape like foreman, so a foreman at a landscape company, and that's challenging because you have to deal with people, and it's not like gardeners doing residential; they're like doing $5-6 million houses, like the people that own the franchise McDonald's up there, like they do proper houses. It used to be this the Morrow Mansion. They did that, they own Morrow Crane, which there's the crane right over here building a building. It's a Morrow Crane. It's from Salem, Oregon. It used to be the biggest house in Oregon for a hot minute. They do proper landscaping. So he got his ass up every day and went to work. And I think that subconsciously, buddy, stop, made me do the same. Like, I remember one time when I was living in Oregon, I had to drive to Portland to go to work every day. And I had been like, it was like 2 weeks straight. And so I have to get up and I have to drive an hour and 15 to Portland to where the office was, what was a retail store. Work there all day, open to close on the store, and then drive home. And I remember I was like on day like 14, and I rolled over, and I'm like, I'm a machine. But that's what you do. You know, I missed a lot when I was younger growing up. I missed like weddings, I missed funerals, trying to grind and work. And a lot of times there's not a payoff. Or a lot of times people go and do fun things instead of grinding. And then they don't always get to have the payoff at the end. And I think now, like the life that I have now is a product of that grind and that like just nonstop work, that I was brought up in an environment that was what you do to succeed. And then you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor later. And I think, you know, a lot of times people right now are very much like enjoy what you have now instead of like waiting for it. Which I understand that, you know, like why not enjoy it? Because there might not be a tomorrow, you know, there might not be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I grinded so hard and people are like, oh, your day's super easy now. And it is. But I worked to be in this position. Like I worked to have that type of day, and I lost and I missed a lot of things to be in the position that I'm in now. And I get to enjoy that. And I think having someone like a role model like that in Oregon, that like, it didn't matter if it was raining, if it was cold, if it sucked. Like you're up 4 a.m, you're wherever you got to be at 5 a.m, and you're there all day, and you fucking come home dirty as shit, and you have something to show for it, you know, at the end of the day. And I think like that's something that like, if I didn't have a role model, or I had a lazier role model, you know, or someone that didn't have those sorts of things, I don't know how it would have been. Because like, you know, millennials are a very interesting group because like half of us are like super driven. And then half of us are like borderline Gen Z, where there's like more I don't want to say entitlement because it seems like the wrong word, but there's more expectation.
Yeah, well,
of,
I mean, the way I see it,
what
entitlement could happen at any generation.
Yeah, and I just think that like people expect more now, like a shorter timeline to what our timeline used to be longer. Does that make sense?
It does, and I think, I mean, definitely when you look on what's out there, if you look at social media influencers or like, you know, what seems to be like instant stardom is something that definitely drives like you talk about role model, and as a side note, I know you refer to Jimmy as your dad. Like when we talk, Jimmy is your dad.
Yeah.
So, but the role models a lot of people have today are like people, it seems so easy. Someone in their big house shoot themselves do cool things in their huge backyard. Like, oh, I could be an influencer and make a ton of money, but
yeah, and most of the time that shit's rented or borrowed.
Or they worked really hard for it, but you're just seeing the 5 seconds they upload, right?
I think, like, you know, especially like really successful influencers, I don't think people always realize like the grind that went into the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Of that,
exactly
like even podcasters and all that. Like, you know, they have editors, they have these people that do these things, but they didn't at one point. You know, stuff got better.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Like
what a great example
harder
for
than
that?
people realize.
Are you on TikTok? I'm not.
I am not on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok anymore.
TikTok.
But have you seen the family, the Costco guys? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Right.
No, I watch a Costco guy on YouTube that tells me the deals, like the things you should be buying.
So there's a family, there's like a dad with 2 kids, and they go into Costco and they do shit, whatever. They love the meat, the chocolate chip, double chocolate cookie.
What are they doing this shit in Costco? Because I want people to get the fuck out of my way.
They're doing that shit
trying to buy shit
in Costco and anywhere. They exploded based on one video, like I think early last year. They make like $100,000 a month easily. The thing is, you see them and you're like, oh my god, what is this crap that I'm watching? It's like a dad and a kid doing all sorts of bullshit. I have no idea how they got it. And then I realized this guy, the dad, whatever his name is, he's been trying to be viral since like 2010. He's been shooting himself and his family. They're doing YouTube videos.
It's a grind.
Yeah, he worked really hard and did put a lot of stuff out there. Most, like 95% of it is shit, until one video took on, and then now they have like a career as a family. But when you see them, they're like, oh my god, people would watch anything. No, this guy mastered what TikTok, what social media is, and he's doing it really well, and took him like 15 years to get there.
Yes. So let's talk about Mr. Beast for a second, because I know he's kind of like, he's a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, everybody's like, oh, Mr. Beast, he's the YouTube. Yeah. But I've watched some of his podcasts because I didn't really know the guy, and I don't watch his videos. I don't care for like that win $100,000 if you stay in a plane for 100 hours, whatever it was he put out the other day, 100 days. I don't care for that, but I care for how he runs his business, which is super interesting, especially for someone his age. And he's been doing YouTube for a little over 10 years now, but his business is so precise. Mm-hmm. Every piece of it. Like how the thumbnails are done, how he lights himself, like everything. He
thinks about those things, of course.
Very like a little, and one of my favorite things that he's ever said is like he put some book out, like the PDF that you could download, and I've heard him explain it. It's hire consultants. In our industry, your and I industry, consultants are kind of a joke because like they're just overpaid people that claim to be experts, and usually they know basic surface knowledge. They're just not good. Now, I actually do consulting from time to time on the side, but I've done this for 20 years almost. I've done what I do for a living. So I'm actually a different type of that, but I don't like to do it because it takes a lot of my time and it's stressful. Mm-hmm. But there are people that's what they do. They charge $500 an hour. I charge a little more than that. And
if anyone's looking to hire Joe, then he charges more.
Yeah, but so the thing is, I set a price where that if someone's willing to pay for it, I'll do it.
Yeah,
like that's the thing, and it's $600 an hour right now, by the way, just for the thing. That's and I have a Stripe link that goes out and on the Calendly, you pay it, and you can.
Honestly, you can just we have a Patreon. You can just pay $600 just to listen.
Yeah, you could, or you could just send me money.
Yeah,
like you just like search for me and send me money.
We'll put your Venmo right here. Yeah,
but he says hire consultants, and he does a great example because he started his chocolate bar company, right? And he does this all the time, and he wants to start something, he wants to do something, and he's never done or he's not sure of. So the chocolate is a great example. He wanted to start a chocolate company. I didn't know anything about chocolate, so what do? You call the people that know things about chocolate. So he called every chocolate CEO to say, tell me everything I need to know about starting a chocolate company. And some of them don't talk to him because, competitor or whatever. Yeah. He's like, but some of them do.
I mean, when you're a billionaire, people pick up the phone, you know what I mean?
And he's like, I cut years years off of my development cycle because they told me, don't do this, don't do this. Like all the things that he would have had a trial and error, he knew going in, I can't do that because, which is crazy. And he's like, you can do that for everything. Like if you want to build like a new set and you want to light it this certain way, don't just try and like have your regular crew do it. Bring in some special lighting person or some special paint person or whatever it is to just tell you to do it right the first time without screwing everything up.
I think, it's not for nothing. It's one of the like I'm not sure if it's one of the 7 deadly sins, but like hybris, whatever you call it. That's like
hubris.
Yeah, like hubris. Yeah, sorry. It's like never think you know anything, and even if sure, of course you can have your mistakes and take certain decisions and try on your own. But if people have done it before, at the very least, you can learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, and that's what like he's like, look, people have already tried and failed.
Yeah.
They already have tried and failed. Why not ask them what they failed at so I don't make the same mistakes? 100%. And like you shortcut those things, and shortcut's the wrong way to put it. But like you come in with like preloaded and pre-armed with knowledge that you might have had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
It's just like, your parents, like go back to my stepdad. It's like, he tries to teach me all these things all my life and tell me what to do. And like, I have that knowledge, but there are some things that I have to trial and error myself. I have to learn the hard way, But at the same time, his trials and tribulations that he went through, he tried to instill in me to not go through those.
And at the end of the day, I'm sure you remember a lot of the conversations, you had a lot of the lessons, but at the end of the day,
when he spanked my ass for running away.
What you remember most, though, is what he did, not what he said. Like I said, he woke up in the morning.
And like, so, growing up as a teenager, like if you think about it, like, you're like, my parents suck because they're hard on you, right? Yeah. They don't let you go do things. Like, you can't go do anything you want. You got to do chores. You got to do these things. Like, you got to keep your room clean. And those are things that you think about in the short term when you're a kid as like annoying things you have to do. Like put your shit away. Like start with that. Put your shit away. Easy one. Mm-hmm. When you're done with it, put it away. And you can tell the people, like when you like live in neighborhoods like I live in, that were never taught that because their yards are just full of junk.
Yeah.
But then you can tell the people that like were taught to be clean, keep a clean space, put things away when you're done with them. And like I do that. I keep a very clean yard, very clean. Like in my garage, everything's in bins. They're all labeled. Things go where they go. And when I'm done, like tonight, we're going back to the concerts in the park again. And I have the little cart, and I have the chairs, and they go in a certain place, and they come off the wall.
But
and when they come home tonight.
It's funny. I mean, obviously, yes.
And that's from cleaning my room, by the way.
All those things are a result of whatever you had growing up.
Of clean your room. And now I've maintained a clean and organized household.
Some people are growing up in houses where no one's telling them anything, and they develop.
And now they're riding e-bikes around.
No. Listen,
in the way and pissing me off.
No, what I'm saying. Probably them too. But some people have never been taught that, and they feel like they grew up in chaos, and then they actually develop like the opposite reaction of having to be like extra tidy and extra clean. And the fact that so they came out one way doesn't mean that someone who would grow up with the same type of upbringing would have developed the same type of personality.
So that's a great point. And like all of this is Jordan's not a doctor, he's not a psychologist, but I play one on TV. And
on YouTube.
I there's a certain type of person. It takes a certain type of person to understand their reality. And it takes a certain type of person, that understands their reality can normally make adjustments based on the outcome that they want. But there's a whole other type of people that they accept their reality, and that's all they know, and they never question it. They just exist in it. But I think I'd like to think that I'm one of the people that like it is probably a reason why I don't have like an addiction issue. Like I can stop things when I want. Is I'm aware of myself in the moment that I'm in. And I can make a decision actively on that. Like I don't just live and exist in the moment. Like I make decisions in the moment still.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, like when I used to smoke cigarettes, and I did it for fun because I enjoyed it. But I didn't have to go through that long, drawn out process of quitting smoking. Mm-hmm. I just didn't want to walk down and go down the elevator anymore to smoke. So I literally just was like, I don't think I'm going to smoke anymore. Yeah. And then I just stopped. Like overnight. I just stopped.
This whole podcast is about what sets us apart and what's commonality. I don't think you know that, but I also used to smoke like for 10 years, and then one day I basically
You're
said,
Israeli, like it's required.
That is very true. But then one day I said, like, you know what? I don't want to smoke anymore. And you know, the universe came up that way. That was like the perfect timing, and I just read this Alan Carr easy way to stop smoking, and like within a week, I just never touched a cigarette again.
Yeah, I was already down pretty low because like when I lived in the Bay Area, it was already pretty taboo to be a smoker.
Yeah.
But like I had my friends that were secret smokers, you know, and like I knew it, and then they would go smoke with me. But I was probably already down to like 3 cigarettes a day. Like, you know, your morning cig with your coffee was always
3 cigarettes a day.
Yeah, so I was, your morning cig and your nighttime cig; those are the 2 most important cigs of the day.
Yes.
And then your after lunch cig is usually third most, and you don't always have to have.
You know how they
so
call...
those are like the 3 necessities. So anything else you want? What else you want to know about my Oregon?
No, not about Oregon. About you. I have one last question, and then we can take like 5-10 minutes to talk about that, and then we can wrap up for today. But
okay.
So we learned a little bit about your home state. We learned a little bit about your childhood memories. Is Jordan Harris happy? Do you feel like you live a happy life? Are you satisfied?
I feel like I live a satisfied life. So to put that at what you were saying there, I'm very fulfilled. I'm very fortunate. I have all the things that I want. Like when I go through Amazon, my wish list is very small, and it's things that I can afford that I just don't want to buy myself. But I'm very fortunate with what I have. Like actually, I look around sometimes in this house, and I'm like, we just have too much stuff because like we have every little thing, like every little convenience. So I'm real big on like, when I want to relax and have a nice afternoon, like I want convenience. So like I have the Ninja slushy machine, you know, I have the umbrellas outside, I have the floaties for the pool, I have the mat for making my own cocktails on so it doesn't spill all over. I have the Yeti shakers. I have all like the little convenience stuff. Like for the concert in the park, I have the cart with the wide wheels so it goes across the grass. I'm very fortunate about those things. Now,
before
satisfaction equal happiness. Not always. There's. I mean.
So that's my maybe follow up or like
I'm content.
Yeah. So
does that make sense? I'm content.
It does make sense, and I think what I've learned in life. Obviously, this is more an episode about you, but what I've learned in life is that happiness is an internal thing. Like things. I mean, sure, it'd be great to have a lot of things, but people who are happy will be happy without things and with things. Of course.
I don't let my bad days affect me as much as other people do.
See, that's what I'm referring to. I think a lot of people allow their inner
negativity to consume them.
Yes, exactly.
And I don't. I like to defeat my negativity. Now I get mad, like when I got my cruise was canceled that I didn't get to go on because I love boats and I was really looking forward to that cruise. Like I got mad. I was mad for like a day, but then I turned around and made the best of the situation by going to fun bars here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Some people are like the tragic protagonist in the play on their life. Everything happens to them. I think we talked about it before. We talked about it on our professional podcast, like talking about people. Everything happens to them. Something happens outside of what they're expecting. It's the end of the world. Everything is maddening.
I think it comes back to that mentality thing that I was talking about earlier.
Absolutely. Like, I think so. That's what I'm saying. It's all the same. So I'm one of 6, right? And each and every one of us.
I did not know that.
We learn. You live, you learn, man. The more you know. I think we all grew up in the same household, and it was like a span of 20 years. So between my older sister and my young brother, there was 16 years. But
I'm 15 years older than my only brother.
So think about if you had like...
I was an only child for 15 years.
So if you had 4 more siblings in between, that's how my sister has it.
Okay.
And I think we are 6 different souls, different people. We like different things.
You have like my brother's way different than me because he had my parents at a different point in their lives.
For sure.
So like they were more stable.
Yeah.
They were not. They were like in their 20s when they had me, you know?
Oh, for sure. And that's the same as I can say. Obviously, we all think like my younger brother, like, oh, he had it all. Like, he got everything. He could get to do whatever he chooses. Obviously, it's not how he experiences it or how life is, but it's just like that's how it is. But it's just so interesting to see that. I mean, obviously, I love all my siblings and they're all great, but there are differences in the way we perceive things that happen. How we treat like life events, and that's just so interesting.
Are the younger ones more susceptible to stresses Like, are they more?
I don't know that I
give
can.
up
I mean,
quicker?
no, I would not say that. Actually, so that's the fun thing. So we are all millennials per definition. My older sister was born in '82, which is exactly the beginning, and my younger brother was born at the early 1998. So it's maybe end of like early Gen Z. He is our youngest. He already owned two different businesses. He now has a restaurant he manages with my brother-in-law and my sister. So definitely
In Tel Aviv?
In Haifa, but definitely not what you would expect of the classic definition of a lazy Gen Z. He is rocking it. He probably has more money than all of us at this point.
So he's on. Is he an earlier Gen Zer?
So yeah, 98.
Closer to the millennial thing.
98.
Yeah.
So he's a very very late. He's maybe the last age he can be considered a millennial.
I mean, Gen Z, you could see is Gen Z's waking up a lot right now. It's the Gen Alpha. That's like the new, like the kids in high
but
school.
But it's, there's always something. There's always the new generation. They don't get it. And whatever. To the point about happiness and contentness, I think I always like this John Lennon quote. Of course, I love John Lennon.
Oh God, here we go. The Beatles.
No, it's a good one. It's a good one though. He says when he was a kid, the teacher asked him what he wants to be when he's older, and he said, "Oh."
He said, "Jesus Christ."
He said,
bigger than them.
"I want to be happy," or whatever the accent is. And she said,
"You do the voice again. That was pretty good."
No. Let's leave it at that. And she said, "Well, I don't think you understood the question." And he said, "I don't think you understood life," which I love it.
Just profound from the Lennon. Just profound.
But I mean, kitsch aside, I do think like what's important in life is to just like be okay with what you have and work with that, other than try to achieve things.
Yeah, I think people I think social media has helped people complain about what they don't have and wallow in that more. Like, I mean, as we wrap up here, like I have lost everything 3 times. Like I've lost high-paying jobs, had to pivot 3 different times. Where like most people, like especially people that I see on Twitter, would give up. And they would just complain about it. But my thing is and bootstraps is the wrong word, but I get up, dust myself off immediately too. That's the thing, is immediately. You don't sit down.
Get right back on the horse.
And I start the grind again. And I'm never too proud. Like when I lost my original like software sales job that I had with working for the founder, like my ex's father, I started over doing call center work for damn near minimum wage. But the thing is like every day at the call center, it was how can I get off the phones? That was my whole goal. When most people are just like, I'm too good to do the call center work. Like, you're not too good to work at McDonald's if you don't have a job. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not. Yeah. You're not. And you could say like, well, McDonald's is for kids. It's not. Like, McDonald's is teaching you time management. It's teaching you how to.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you need income, and that's what you can do. You just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
people don't understand where skills come from. And that's where, like, a lot of they say that like all these Gen Z kids that are graduating college now are expecting $100,000 salaries, and then all the Midwest like blue collar boys are like, oh, that's crazy. It's not crazy, first of all, because like $100,000 is not a lot of money anymore. But like when you have that level of skills, you have that expectation because you've been told that. But you don't understand that there's like a road to get to, that you have to go through the forest before you get there, like you have to, and it's just like little things. Like I hire people all the time, and they're great, like they're knowledgeable in their subject matter, but it's how to email, how to open a Jira ticket. It's those things that are like the stuff they don't know that I need them to know, and if I have people that come in that have worked in this space for a while, the fraud and payments knowledge is easier to teach than some of the actual organizational
or just like life
stuff.
What I mean? I like, and we can maybe talk about it more next week. But how I like to define it is there are people. It doesn't matter from which generation. It doesn't matter what their skill set is. But some people have. I think I've read a book about it once. It's not a term that I've invented, but it's called urgent curiosity. You want to know everything, and you want to know it now. These are the people who excel.
I mean, that's the Chat GPT world we live in.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like not know it as in like understand something, work with it. Which is I think that's something. I mean, if you want to figure something out and you just go and do it, and you try a dozen times, eventually you'll get it. You know what I mean? Some people will try and they'll give up and they'll maybe get lazy. Or
I mean, even doing this, even doing these little podcast things, like this one for us is like our fun little outlet.
Yeah.
You know, we're not expecting it to be a gazillion. It'd be nice if it like got a gazillion views, but
we're doing what we can, right? That's the thing. We're trying.
But it was we're doing all right.
Yeah.
But it was like I had all of this trial and error from the other show that led me to be able to produce this one faster, better, cleaner, prettier than the other ones, you know?
And look, it's it's the basic things that, I mean, obviously it took me a while to get on that because I use different production sets, but now I have like this normal camera, I have this normal mic, it looks nice.
The mic sounds fucking amazing, by the way. The mic sounds amazing.
Don't use these type of words if you want us to get
we're gonna get limited.
It is freaking amazing.
Amazing.
It makes the difference. If the production quality is good, that's like 50% of the job. Now we need the content to be good, which I think, Jordan, and we can wrap up with this.
Have to start stripping on here.
I don't think that will get the effect you're looking for, but I do think that these type of conversations are interesting.
I mean, this was fun. This felt good. This was fun. This felt good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to come up with some stuff to get real on you.
Yeah. All right. So
I think we did try to be like funny, but I think like just you and I having like conversations like there's our funny ones. We're trying to be everything to everybody.
Yes.
And this we need to get away from that. Does that make sense? Like we need to understand that the haters are going to exist and there's going to be disagreement.
And I think also we are fun people. I wouldn't say we are comedians. We can throw a joke once.
Hey, we could do this every week, except for next week, because we're not going to be here next week.
We're not
going to be here next week, everybody. We're not quitting the show. We're just not going to be here because we have conferences and things going on.
I'm going to be at the Windy City. I'm going to enjoy some summer Midwest.
Going to the lake house.
I'm going to an office building.
But did you go to the lake house?
We did. Yeah, we did. It was great.
How was the lake house? Tell me about the lake house while we wrap this some bitch up.
It was great. We went with some friends. The kids are same age. We bought some meat. We grilled it. We ate it. We went to the lake. We got New York strips and some chicken thighs. Season it. You put it on the grill.
Ribeyes, bro. If you're gonna do that, ribeyes. But down here you do carne asada, and that's.
Oh yeah, asada's also good. It was great. Just being outdoors, doing some hikes. Then we went to this big lake, Lake Wallenpapek. If everyone knows, it's on the Poconos, and it had an E. coli.
I've had E. coli.
Outbreak. Yeah, I mean we all have it, but you don't want to swim in it, so we actually didn't get.
Yeah, I swam in it, and I didn't swim in that. I swam in a cenote in Mexico, and I got E. coli. My doctor called me at 5:30 in the morning. He's like,
not great.
So he's like, where you been? It was so gnarly when I got it. Like, actually, the CDC called me. The California branch of the CDC called me.
I suggest all of the listeners can now Google the symptoms and imagine Jordan having to go through it. All right. This is it.
Montezuma's revenge.
Montezuma's revenge. Yes, that's quite literal. Montezuma's revenge. That's funny.
Hey, I made it back before any of the symptoms hit.
That's good.
I made it all the way back. Airplanes, all that.
Alrighty.
All right, everybody. Well, that was fun. We'll see you in 2 weeks.